team of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Brooklyn. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, caught by London. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Gordon. Touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that.
Quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start with the option. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, it's Murray. It's caught by Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 44, Murray. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there.
And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Bulls lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Murray now on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Play action. Now it's Murray. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Murray from midfield. Finding Ertz again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Murray to air it out again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete right around the 8. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Deontay Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are back within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Fitzpatrick from 4 yards out. And the Bulls have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team is.
Both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Murray again. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. Now Gordon on first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 5 from the 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now an option play on second down.
He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6. Murray now. Got a man. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And That's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Murray's throw completed to Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, a run with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Murray a give. This is Connor. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Leaping, and he makes the grab. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, Gordon. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bulls get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with a give to Conner. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st down, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Aiden Hutchinson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Aiden Hutchinson. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll run for it. It's Gordon, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, this is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw is Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed in a tight game. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go back to Gordon here on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the home team here, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.